Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video. We are talking about your twin flame journey. Yeah, and today I want to touch on a topic that is very important to me, and I assume also to you guys out there. And this is like karmic lessons along the twin flame journey. What is that? Well, it could be different things, right? But one of the biggest karmic lessons is if you deal with narcissistic people along the journey, right? If you maybe have a parent that is a narcissist. So I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose anyone. So what I mean is like people that are maybe not diagnosed as a narcissist, but that strongly show or operate from narcissistic patterns, right? And that are what this means a lot of things, right? First of all, this means that they would not accept any truth outside of themselves. They always want to reassure themselves that their point of view is the only valid, because if this would not be true, then this would be a threat to them. That's why they would never tolerate anything on the outside that is different. That's a threat, and including not tolerating anything outside of them that is stronger, right? And you probably have been stronger from day one. You're connected very much to your divine self. You're connected to upstairs, as I say, and you have attracted your twin flame. This means you're vibrating at unconditional love, or at least you were at the time, right? And that's a threat, right? So if you have a narcissist in your life, and that's the way it goes when you grow up with a narcissist, then you tend to attract narcissistic people in all kinds of relationships, romantic relationships, but also friendships, also work-wise, and so when you meet your twin flame, there will most likely be a person then in your life who would try to drag you down to the vibration where you've always been, right? Same old, where would respond to those narcissistic patterns, right? You would play the blame game. You would be emotionally reactive, and that's of course also referring to triggers. Now, when we talk about the twin flame journey, we always say that you get triggered by your twin flame, and that's the way that your issues, your blocks become visible, and then you can clear them, right? And same with a narcissist, right? If you are still responding, for example, to a narcissistic person or sociopathic person or whatever psychopathic person in your life, I was talking about strong triggers, right? So you would feel that. You would feel a reaction. You would feel the threat. You would feel upcoming fear. You would feel panic, right? So if you experience those things, then it's very obvious that your twin flame cannot be in your vicinity. Yeah? Your twin flame cannot show up, because it's just the vibrational environment is just a contradiction to unconditional love. So what is this? This is calling you to, first of all, love yourself, right? And heal to the degree that you are no longer a match to those patterns. And so, well, those patterns are all around us, right? That's basically what I always say, that's kind of the old paradigm, right? To me. A new paradigm is like coming from this place of unconditional love, where you just allow things to appear on the outside and you just observe, and they would not trigger you, or if something would trigger you, would just know that this has something to do with you, right? And you would like get out your tools and work on that, right? So that's a whole different way of being, and that's of course the way of being where you attract twin flame union, and also you're able to maintain twin flame union. Yeah, and outside of that, when you are still easily triggered and you react to what is outside of you, then you're not in the vibrational vicinity of twin flame union. That's all, and it doesn't matter really, because you are a paradigm shifter, and that's your work exactly, right? And I'm here to help you. So reach out if you want to do a one-on-one session. I'm really very quick, like pinpointing exactly where you are. And I recommend watch my videos. You get little bits of pieces of information and wisdom everywhere, right? I'm not holding back anything really, but I cannot do this work, this transformative work. I cannot do this here on YouTube. That's too personal, too specific. So that's something that I would do in a one-on-one session, right? But I might explain this a little bit better one day. So yeah, those narcissistic people, they have to go, or better, you have to shift. You have to shift and no longer be a match to that. And same as with our twin flame, it's like a little bit. Some people, I guess, experience this with a false twin flame. I'm not really sure if this is the same thing, but because I didn't experience a false twin, but I have this experience with a narcissist. And so to me, this is like, it's not a romantic partner. And some people, I believe, experience the same thing with a romantic partner, and they have to go through the same learning curve, right? So, and that's absolutely necessary. If you cannot skip that, and it might take a while. It might take a while because you have to be ready, or you are prepared to look at your deepest wounds. And that's not an easy thing to do, and the universe always helps you to do it in a way that you can cope with it, right? There's never more on your plate that you can deal with. That's also something that might be very helpful to know, right? If something comes at you, then this means you're able and capable to deal with it. You might need help, you might but the moment you communicate this to the universe, the help will also come, right? So there are many aspects to this. This is basically also a phase where you build your relationship with the divine, because you learn then that you have a partner, someone by your side, or sometimes many beings by your side, that you can trust 100%, and you learn, right? You learn what this means, how you maintain that, how you can trust in that, yeah. I'm also teaching that, right? How you can connect. I will do more of this here on YouTube as well. So maybe only one thing that is very helpful when you are communicating, like with your team of highest light and resonance, or with your higher self, or your guardian angel, or an ancestor, or whoever or however you see this, you feel this. Nothing is wrong, but of course you want those beings to be of of highest purity and highest light, and really like love and light, right? That's what you want. And of course there are other beings, right? Other voices whispering in your ear. And so a very easy way to check that is just to ask 3 times. Are you of the light? Are you of the light? Are you of the light? Yeah, so 3 times. If I get the response, it's not me like nodding, but I'm just opening up. You can check it in different ways, kinesiology or with a pendulum, or however you're doing it. Find something. And there's also an easy way. You could say that your whole body is a pendulum. You might want to stand up for this, right? Not I'm sitting right now. You might want to stand up for this, and then you might want to close your eyes and ask, give me a yes. And so your body would like tend to go forward then. Yeah, for some it's maybe backward, but usually it would be forward. And that's okay, that's my yes. Okay, and then you want to ask, give me a no, and this most likely your whole body would like fall a little bit to the back. And then there is also a sign for maybe, and this would either be like this, or for me it's, for example, like a little bit like a circle then. Yeah, so train yourself to start the communication with your divine self. Yeah, because that is really important for us to build this relationship. In this way, we we make the experience firsthand that we are loved, and that love is there for us, and we can then welcome the reflection on the outside, which is our twin flame, right? Instead of like looking for this on the outside, because we can never ever like reach our twin flame on the outside. It's only on the inside, but already like having that, right? And that's something that we have to hear that over and over again, maybe in different forms, maybe from different people at different times, to really fully grasp that. And this doesn't matter, right? Because it's not about like understanding it. Most likely you already have understood this, but it's about feeling it and embodying that. Yeah, and that's the journey. Yeah. So those toxic patterns, toxic people, let's call them toxic, toxic people, toxic patterns, low vibrational people that want to keep us in fear, basically. They have to leave our life, and it's not about them going away, because that again is on the outside, but it is about us shifting out of the resonance. So what within ourselves is resonating to those patterns? What within us is a match? And that's how we detect little by little all of those blocks and all of those things that we then can allow quite happily to leave, right? And there is a turning point in that, right? So it might take a while, but then once we see that it works, then there is a big shift, because now we have the trust, and we know that we have this power, because that's all about power, that you can shift out of something, right? It's you don't have to stay there. And it's not about like always, of course you could also like say, okay, I leave, I go somewhere else, I go to get another job, but either you would maybe meet another person that is like a match to those patterns and gives you a hard time again, or and you have to go through the lesson again. Or in my perspective, it's just better, why not stay and see what the universe shows you, and just work through those things and let it become very clear then, and let the universe show you whether you should stay or go. Yeah, so let this show up for you in a divine orchestrated way, in an inspired way. That's how you really shift out of those patterns, instead of just it's the saying, right? You take yourself wherever you go. So that's just delaying things. Yeah, and there can be quite a delay along the twin flame journey, with all of those things that we have to resolve, and we sometimes don't find the answer. So let me know if you have a person like that in your life. Let me know if you have any questions around that. Most likely, if you have someone like that, that is like blocking twin flame union in this way, but it's not really a block. It's like the possibility. It's like offering you the possibility to clear those deep wounds. We also have to be very aware of that. It would not serve you for this person just to leave your life, because you would still be there with all of those blocks, wounds, and issues within your system. So this is also like a big opportunity to clear all of those things in a short time, because the upheaval is big, right? And so you can clear that out all at once. Not all at once, but in a if you know how, in a fairly short amount of time. Yeah, and then you would be free, like, to open up to your twin flame union and the triggers that come from your twin, because there are also other triggers then coming up that your twin flame is triggering, right? Those issues, those blocks that your twin flame is triggering, but those will be other wounds, other blocks, and I believe that this will be easy to overcome then for you once you work through those upheavals. Yeah, I think that's all for now. I most likely am going to make other videos around this topic, because it is such an important topic on my journey. Let me know if it is an issue for you. I would be really interested in knowing. You find a link to a free meditation that I've created. Just click on the link and subscribe, and you'll receive this meditation within 24 hours. And yeah, as always, I wish you a beautiful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. I love you. Bye.